Happy Sunday, everybody. This week's video is all about shedding. So we saw Mila shed out overnight last night. We're going to check out her new fresh paint. Eve is in the middle of blue, meaning she's going to shed soon. She's very opaque, so you'll get to see some of that. And we did a little bit of a fun project with my son. He got excited about Mila's shed, so we made something for him that he could display, be a cheap project that anybody else could do at home as well. So stick around. Make sure to subscribe if you're not. Let's get into it. Hi, Mila. Miss Mila just got done shedding, so I figured we would show what that entails. And I do have rabbits thawing out in the other room for the others, which she is very, very aware of. So we're going to be a little cautious, but look at the size of this shed. A little torn up, which is okay. But look at this. Look at the overall size of that shed. I'll get a tape measure. Alright, so the problems of having a fabrication facility away from your snakes are all my tape measures and tools are now at the shop. So, give you all a rough estimate. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, I wear a size 12.5, so we'll say that's well over 8 feet. Now, mind you, a shed is going to stretch quite a bit compared to the actual snake size. But I thought that was kind of a cool example since she literally just shed this out last night. It's still kind of moist, which is why it's so pliable, but I figured you guys might like to see that, and we'll see if we can get Mila out, show off her fresh paint. Alright, so I think this might be a good example. Mila has been with me a little over 7 years now, so we know each other very well. I trust her, but like we've discussed in some other videos, she's still an animal. Hi, baby. And she has a very good sense of smell, and her tongue is moving very slowly. That's not her normal curious self. You can come out? You can come out and see me? There's no food, not yet. Be later tonight. I would caution those that don't have retics or don't have a lot of experience, or frankly, probably most importantly, that don't know the specific animal well. When they smell food, it overrides most everything. Come here, sweetheart. So, there are definitely a few animals of mine that I would not do this with, but Mila's one that I know very well. Hi, pretty girl. See, now we've got those nice tongue flicks, getting that brain going. You look so pretty. I love a platinum retic. I've always loved yellow colors. You get the same nice general pattern, a little bit more cleaned up than the wild type. But I love a good platinum. So we will take Mila outside and we'll see her new fresh paint in real sunlight, which always looks the best, doesn't it, pretty girl? All right, here, you hang out right there. We'll get the camera set up. All right, here is pretty Miss Mila. Like I said, I just love a platinum retic. Get the same, basically the same as a wild type pattern, a little bit crisper and cleaned up some, but you get that nice, beautiful yellow coloration, which just looks great. I love her head coloration, just all of it. She's just a beauty. And I was just looking, I've had Mila for just over 7 years now. and she's just an awesome companion to have. She's a good, well-natured animal. She's fairly predictable. That being said, she's still an animal, right? You wouldn't let, even a well-behaved dog, you wouldn't let a toddler go up and grab in the face. Same kind of thing. Just knowing and respecting what they're capable of is always very good idea. She got a full belly. I figured we'd let her crawl around for a little bit. And then also I was going to put in a picture of Eve. Eve is deep in blue, meaning she's going to shed soon. And so that'll give us a nice contrast of how muted their coloration gets when they go into blue and are getting ready to shed. So I think we'll let Mila explore and enjoy the natural light for a little bit. You guys can watch along. There she goes. Look at that beautiful girl. I'm still holding her tail way down at this end. Mila, the reason I am where I am today with retics and enclosures. Wanted you to have a good home that lasts forever, didn't we? But as I'm looking at her, she's fairly big. Let's see if I can, oh goodness, I think grass tickled her. Let me see if I can't lay down next to her to get you guys some perspective. All right. Can we stretch you out, sweetheart? See how long you are? There you go. You're okay. Here, go this way. Oh, I know. Now I made her speed up. All right. We'll see if you guys can get a perspective from this. So I'm a little over 6 foot tall, stretched out with my arms probably 8, and she's moving too fast to really get anything that great out of it, but I just love this girl so much. I think for those that might be interested in retics, there's a lot of you can spend a ton of money on a retic. And I'm not saying that they're not worth it. I have some animals that I've spent a lot of money on, and I'm happy I did. But for those that might just be looking for a pet, there are some wonderful options out there where you don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars. If you do some research and find out what morphs or genetics really excite you, you can get platinums for relatively inexpensive, single gene platinum. It's really, don't worry about what's popular or exciting, so to speak. Worry about what you love. I love yellows and I love the reticulated pattern. So for me, for my first animal, platinum was absolutely perfect because I got both of those things. And growing up with Mila since she was a little baby, for those that have been following the channel, I did a video of 7 years with Mila, and and I showed the little tin that she came in, which her head might be able to fit in now. But yeah, after 7 years, she's getting to be a pretty good sized girl. She's still very manageable though. That being said, she's quite strong and capable, but having spent her whole life growing up together, we know each other well. She knows me, and she's just been an absolute dream companion. Couldn't ask for more of you, right? That being said, to get outside, we had to walk through the snake room, which has probably 20 pounds worth of rabbits thawing out in it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that you do that. It was a very quick walk, but their sense of smell is amazing. Frankly, I'm sure she could smell them even in the other room. But Made sure to pay close attention to her body language, look for any signs that she might have thought she was getting food while in there. And she didn't, so we made it out just fine. We'll have to go back in through the room too to get back to her enclosure. But that's kind of the reason Mila got to come out today, is I didn't want to pull any of the other animals out that have food thawing out right in front of them. Eve, I think I would trust to get out and bring out. The others, it's kind of like unintentionally teasing a dog, I think, with treats or food if I got them out. So we're going to leave the others alone. I'll show you guys Eve just to show the difference in in shed versus post shed. I don't know, you all. For me, it's pretty hard to beat an animal like this. I just love her to death. She was my first, and she will live here forever, no question. Frankly, that's the plan for most, if not all of them. With breeding, though, as holdbacks happen and stuff like that, some adults may be allowed to go to new homes, but it will be a very, very selective process of who would even be eligible to get any of those, if it gets to that point. And that's a big if, because they're all pets to me. They all breed, well, not yet, but they all will breed at some point. But just because they're breeders doesn't mean they're not still pets. They're pets first. So, right, pretty girl? Right, pretty girl? All right, we'll let her explore a little bit more and see what she likes to do. There you go. What do you think, gorgeous? Huh? What'd you say? No? Okay. I hope this isn't boring for you all, because I could watch her explore outside all day long. Good mental stimulation and enrichment. She's getting all sorts of smells. There's all sorts of animals that go through the yard, stuff like that. It is important to note that I know without question there have been no chemicals in my yard. I do all of the yard maintenance. As you might be able to tell, it's not the prettiest in the world, but it's very important that if you do have animals and you want to take them outside, that you know for sure there's no chemicals on the ground that they might unintentionally ingest somehow. So I think I'm going to let Mila explore for a little bit longer, and we'll catch you guys back inside. Here's Miss Eve. She is deep in blue. Hi, honey. And I would not recommend this with other animals. Again, this is special interaction that I would only trust Eve to do. But there, maybe you guys can see those eyes, how deep in blue she is. Yeah. And I don't want to mess with her much. She's uncomfortable enough as it is, but she's such a good girl, I knew she'd let me show you guys. So, and I'll go ahead and throw up a picture of her with fresh colors on too. All right, so Logan came down. Say hi.
Hi.
Logan came down and saw Mila's shed and wanted to get a piece of it. So you want to show him what we're gonna do?
Yeah.
All right, we'll show you. Here we go. So what we've done is we took a piece of her shed. What did we do? We cut it down the middle so we could lay it flat.
Yep.
Because it was still moist enough. And then what are we gonna do? We're gonna go get a picture frame and put it in a frame. And then where are you gonna put the picture frame?
In my room.
In your room? Is Mila one of your favorites? Yeah. Mila's older than you.
What? How old is she?
Mila's 7. She's been around here longer than you have. Can you believe that?
Wait, why is she 70? Wait, she's one step ahead. She's like one step ahead of me.
Yep, that's right. She was just born before you, that's all.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys in a bit. I think that's about it for this week's video. I hope you all had fun. A little bit different, showing post shed, in shed, son with a shed. Logan's very excited about his frame snake shed now from Miss Mila. He's went up and put it in his room and is real excited. So that's always makes it fun when he's enjoying and excited about this stuff too. Later on today, I'm gonna feed off, I think it's about 20 pounds worth of rabbits to those behind me. Yeah, you smell it, don't you? Jumana is ready. So for those that watched last week's video, there was no locks from the pairings. Baraka may have just been feeling frisky, but none of the females ended up being receptive. So we're going to keep watching it, see if any of them go here in the future. I want to thank everybody that subscribed. We continue to grow the channel, and I really do appreciate those of you that are subscribed. It helps the channel grow and the algorithm and all that stuff. So it's very beneficial and greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for spending your Sunday with me, and as always, see you next week.